today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is the National Football League. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Nick Foles and the Indianapolis Colts.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Open man left side, it's a tight end man, Hurts.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former #7 overall pick.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now ETN to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This will be caught inside the 10.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And they'll run with ETN.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Going with their tight end on fourth. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Manhertz taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Partner, I love the call to go for it on fourth down.
Well, I know you do, because if you don't get it right, they got to march 99 yards the other direction.
But what it showed me was they didn't have that mentality at all. They weren't even thinking about setting up for their defense. They were just thinking about scoring, determined to get into the end zone.
And get into the end zone they did.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a guy getting a chance to play against his former team here. At quarterback, it's Nick Foles. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Foles. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Foles. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Foles. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On first down, Lawrence.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
Touchdown Colts.
Michael Pittman.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And now out come the Jags. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. To get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Jones has it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking in zone for Jones. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 51 yards.
And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Forced throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
He's back to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So a third straight pass attempt after they ran it on first down. Third straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
They must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about their offensive line, it just told them throw the football. And end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs, give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another tote for Etienne. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Well, it took us until the final play charge to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.